Safe stopping distance question. We'll be solving question 7 in the book. The question says, the diagram below shows the velocity time graph for a car traveling from the instant that the driver sees an obstacle in the road ahead. Now we have to use the graph to find out, part A, how long the driver takes to react to seeing the obstacle, which means the time, or as we call it, the reaction time. From the graph, we notice that the driver saw the barrier at this point, then moved a distance to this point, since after this point the velocity started decreasing. So the reaction time it's midway between 0.5 and 1, so it's 0.75 seconds. So we can say that the driver takes 0.75 seconds to react to seeing the obstacle. Now part B. How far the car travels in this reaction time. So we need to get the distance. And here it is the thinking distance. So we know that the area under a velocity time graph is equal to the distance traveled by an object in a particular time interval. So the thinking distance is from here to here. We need to get this area. We notice that it has the shape of a rectangle, so we have to get the area of a rectangle that is equal to length times width. From the graph, we get the length 24 meters per second, and the width is 0.75 seconds. And the final answer is 18 meters. Here the second unit is cancelled with each other. So the distance traveled by the car during the reaction time, the thinking distance, is 18 meters. Now part C. How long it takes to bring the car to a halt once the driver starts braking. So we need to get the braking time. The time taken to stop the car is from this point right here to this point, which is the total time minus the thinking time. The total time is 3.25 and the thinking time is 0.75. So here the time is 2.5 seconds. So once the driver starts braking, it takes 2.5 seconds to bring the car to a halt. Now the last part, part D, we are required to get the total distance the car travels before stopping. To do so, we can use the area under a velocity time graph. Now the total distance we know is the stopping distance. The whole thing is the thinking distance plus the braking distance. We already got the thinking distance in the first part, in the second part, so all we have to do is get the braking distance in order to get the stopping distance. The braking distance is this green area. It has a triangular shape. So to get the area of a triangle, it's the height times base over 2. From the graph, we get it. Height is 24 meters per second. The base is 2.5 over 2, which is equal to 30 meters. Now we add this to the equation here, so we get the thinking distance of 18 meters and the braking distance of 30 meters. And the final answer is 48 meters. So the stopping distance of the car is 48 meters.